welcome to Life with Jane. I've literally just got back from my Lidl weekly shop and quite interesting because I have the Lidl app. You don't get a full receipt anymore, you just get a little tiny one which tells you how many items. So I bought 19 items and the total amount. It doesn't show you what it is. However, on their app you get a digital receipt now. So I have everything on a digital receipt, so I can go through everything because there are a few things that were a little bit that were really good and were worth looking at if you've got the app. So the first was their Jersey Royal potatoes. So these are their Jersey Royal potatoes, and they are, let me just pick it up so you can actually see, they're really nice potatoes, and they're not a huge bag, but you never get a lot. Now you can't use the name Jersey Royal unless they are the real things. Now they had 20% off anyway, and then I got 47% off with my Lidl Plus, so I got 60p off. They were £1.59, so it brought them down to less than £1. So really good offer. If you've got the Lidl Plus, then make the most of that one. The second one was exactly the same as well. I had a 20% off the mixed sweet peppers. So you get a red one, a yellow one and an orange one. So ideal for salads and things. And they had 20% off them anyway, and I got a further 20% off, so they came down, I got 36p off of those, so again they were just over £1, which was really good. I got some milk, which is standard stuff. This time I got the organic milk. The only reason I did that was because the sell-by date on it was the 17th of July, and I like to have a reasonable one. I got 2 pints this time. I sometimes get 4, depending what I'm doing with it. So organic 2 pints was... Can I see the receipt for that one? Let's go down and on here. £1.49, so quite big. Now I got 2 watering spikes. So these are the middle aisle where you get special things in there, and these I thought were really rather good. So they are a watering spike. Now with this really hot weather, and we can't use our hoses at the moment because you know, they're asking us to conserve as much water as we can. It's basically got a little, can you see here, a little valve in it. So it means it drips the water throughout the day. So it's saving the water and saves you sort of pouring it and it wasting. You put it in so it goes right onto the roots. So I got 2 of those. They were £1.99. So I thought that was really good. They would have been about £4.99 in the garden centre. So a really good deal on those. I got, I'm not going to show you all of it because there's no point in going through all of the shopping. So yeah, so those spikes were £1.99. I got some compost. Again, I've got it before because they are 20-litre bags, so they're not too big. And I got 2 bags and they're £1.99. So again, they're going, you know, I showed you in my greenhouse, I'd part filled a tub. So I want to fill that up, then I can put some seeds in and grow some second batch of vegetables on this year. So that's why I got those, and they were £1.99. So again, in the garden centre would have been probably £4.99. So that was really good. Now, a couple of things that I get from Lidl because they're good value, but they're also, sorry, I've got to try and get it round. Crunchy peanut butter. Now, this is literally whole crunchy peanut butter. So the only thing that's in here is peanuts. No palm oils, no salts, no sugars, nothing like that. Just peanut butter, and it's crunchy. So that is a really, really good thing to have either on your toast and things, but I do those muesli bars, which will be coming up in a video over the next couple of weeks, which are really good, and they only use natural ingredients. So that peanut butter is £1.35 for a big jar, 454 grams. So, you know, not a small jar of peanut butter. And I think that that's really good value. And to go with that as well, they do a basic clear honey. Again, the only thing that's in it is honey. It's a clear honey, so it means it's runny, which is quite good. And again, I use that for the muesli thing. This one is actually less than £1. So if you don't want to have refined sugars and you want to have something sweet in your tea and things like that, I don't, but I know that a lot of people like to have that. It's 79p. So 79p for a jar of honey like that. People who like to have their coffees and their tea sweetened, try honey. Better for you than refined sugars. So I also got, because this is in the aisle of once it's gone, it's gone. And again, I'm doing a recipe in the next couple of weeks. It's fideuà, which is Spanish for pasta. And they're tiny, weeny little ones, which means that you can actually cook them in the saute pan or pan with your stir fry and everything. You just put them in with a little bit of stock and you get a really lovely pastry dish. It's really nice, so look out for that. That's coming in the next couple of weeks. And I got 2 packs of those because they were only 75p, so they are going to be something that I'm going to use quite a lot. So I thought, right, they probably won't have them again for a while, so I'll leave them. I got the vine tomatoes because I really like them. These are British Emperor vine tomatoes, and they're really tasty. The salad tomatoes, you get 6 of them for 99p, but they don't taste like tomatoes. They taste of nothing at all. These are a lot bigger than the salad tomatoes they do, and as I say, they taste lovely. You only get 5, but you know, I have 1 on my salad, so that lasts me quite a while. I bought some carrots. Carrots are same price as they've been for a little while, 69p. They were 65, but they're 69, so that's quite good. My little dog likes them. Baby spinach, I always like to get baby spinach, and look out for the date. So the date on that's July the 14th, so I've got some time to have that. A tip to stop the salad going too wilty too quickly. You know how spinach tends to wilt very quickly. I put it in a bowl, so I take it out of the plastic, put it in a bowl, and I put some kitchen roll down at the bottom of the bowl. That takes up the moisture, and then I cover it tightly. Then it goes in the fridge, and it will last me for 5-6 days without it starting to go all slimy and horrible, which it does. If you keep it in that bag, within a day, the bottom of it will start going horrible. So that's a little tip for you on that. The only other thing that I bought was some natural yogurt. I don't buy the reduced fat and things like that because it tends to have a sweetener in it. This is just plain natural yogurt, and again, it is only 50 something p. Full fat natural yogurt. It is, let's bring it down again. It's quite interesting doing this from a from my phone. I have to look to see it on the phone. So full fat, it's 55p. 55p for a great big tub of yogurt like that. You know, try going into Sainsbury's or one of the other supermarkets. You won't get a tub that size for 55p. And I use it in flatbreads and things like that. So I want to do some wholemeal flatbreads because, again, they're easy. I don't have to do them in the oven or anything. I can just do them straight on the griddle. So that's something that I'm going to do. And then I just got, they haven't had these for a few weeks. They've only had walnuts. And they had hazelnuts and pecans back in. £1.49, but I like to have them, you know, as an extra protein. Nuts and things are really good for you with their fats and their oils. They're natural, so I like to have those on lots of different things. I even crumble them on a salad, so I toast them as well. Great tip to get nice flavour. Just put them in a dry pan for 3 or 4 minutes. You'll know when they're done because they start to smell really lovely and nutty. and that's the time that you take them off, and then, as I say, can just crumble them onto a salad or something. So I got a couple of packs of those. So that was my shopping. As I say, interesting that it's now on your phone. So you don't, if you use the app, you don't get a full receipt anymore. You just get a little tiny receipt. So that's quite handy for me because I've got all my receipts on here. And if I ever need to look something up and see if it's gone up or how much it's gone up, I can quickly look it up on my phone. So I hope you enjoyed that one. As always, please stay safe and well. Please be kind and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.